Welcome back to Shut Up and Dill podcast. I'm your co-host, or one of your co-hosts, Nikki. We also have Vivi.
Hey, everyone.
And Jimbo.
Hey, guys.
And we have a very special guest today. For anybody watching on YouTube, you've kind of already seen that there is a fourth person at the table and a puppers. So if you could, special guest, can you introduce yourself?
Yes, well, I'll introduce my dog Josie first so I can set her down. This is Josie. She's so cute.
Hey,
She's really adorable for our listeners. If you're not on YouTube, she's very cute. Go look at it. Go on.
A Shih Tzu Poodle mix. I'm Maddie. I'm daughter of Jimbo and sister of, older sister of Vivi. Yeah. And I also pull the, clips that you see on social media for Shut Up and Dill.
Yep. Kind of learning pickleball as you go through our show and edits.
Yes, could say that.
You did know who Ben Johns was.
I didn't know.
We were watching a match earlier.
Yeah, but I feel like I knew before that because just from y'all talk about pickleball a lot, obviously. Obviously. But
Never. We don't never. They never talk about it.
There's people you would know a few names of people who maybe you don't care about but have just heard.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thanks for coming on, Maddie.
Well, you're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
And as Maddie mentioned, she does some of our social drops that we put out there, but that's not new to you entirely because you are in school, right? Mm-hmm. So if you could tell our listeners a little bit about what it is that you're in school for.
Well, I'm a senior at UT, Moody College of Communications. So my degree is in radio, television, and film. So I'm familiar with video editing and things like that. So it's worked out.
Worked out well. Yeah, we got a good one.
Yeah, and you have a radio show.
I do have a radio show, that is true.
Yeah, KVRX.
KVRX 91.7.
91.7. So you can, the best way that I've listened to the show is just go to the KVRX website, kvrx.gov.org.
/player.
Yep.
/player.
I just have a little tuner on my phone. It's an app.
Oh, okay.
You can just go to the App Store, and it's like a FM tuner.
Oh, okay.
And you just go to 91.7.
Yeah. And it works in San Antonio?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, because you picked the city.
Oh.
It's really neat. Yeah, you're right, because I did 91.7, and it was like jazz or something here in San Antonio. I was like, that's not it. But then I changed the city to Austin, and now I get it.
So what's your show times? When are you on the air?
I'm on the air. Well, it'll change next semester, but for the rest of this semester, I'm on Wednesdays at 7 a.m. and
Thursdays, right?
Yeah, Thursday night, 1 a.m. So technically Friday morning.
Yeah.
Well, let's jump into what's been happening. We'll go through that, kind of give an update on what's been going on since our last show.
Should we go through our sponsors first, or do you want to do that later?
Yeah,
Let's go ahead and do it. Let's go ahead and do it.
Go ahead. So we do have the 002 tournament coming up in March, and a little bit of announcement on that. We have some special codes for this tournament because this is a unique tournament because it's a team event. So if you're playing singles, use the code DILL, D-I-L-L. But if you are a team, which hope to see a lot of teams signing up, you actually have a special code. It's called DILL Team, so D-I-L-L Team, all one word, and that'll get you your discount.
Yep.
Okay.
Registration's open, so find your foursome and get registered. Yeah, and
thank you to 002 for always being great supporters of the show and of pickleball in general.
Yeah.
Amateurs.
Right. And then those are cash.
Smiling with their thumbs up.
Cash prize in all those divisions at the San Antonio Showcase tournament.
All right, so what's been happening? Who wants to kick us off today?
Well, okay, I guess I'll kick us off. I did apply for my first job ever at a local gym in New Braunfels. Waiting to hear back, so I don't know. And also I'm starting school in like less than 2 months. So yeah, I'm really excited and nervous.
Yeah.
And y'all won you won the team
You
event,
won your
right?
league, right?
Yeah, you won
Didn't
the
y'all
league.
Win the league you've been playing in?
Yeah, they actually didn't like say anything.
Oh.
Like we didn't like get like y'all got it first. It was like, okay, thanks for playing. Like, we did. So I guess we did win, but we didn't like get congratulated or anything.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Thanks.
Congrats.
Congratulations to Vivi,
Yep.
Jordan, Mia, and Hector.
Yep.
Good job.
Y'all went undefeated, right? And you didn't lose.
We did go undefeated. We ended up playing a few Dream Breakers,
Yeah.
but yeah, undefeated.
That's to be expected. That's a long season, a lot of matches. Like you're gonna lose some, and it's cool that it came down to Dream Breakers. But
Yeah.
y'all were undefeated in Dream Breakers, so
Woohoo.
nice job.
All right, you want to go next? Or
Yeah, so I don't know. I've just been working and playing a little bit of pickleball and sitting down regularly with you guys and the show and recording. Actually, today we're celebrating. We're kind of doing an early Thanksgiving. Maddie goes to some family in Fort Worth tomorrow, so we figured we got the girls here, and then you were gonna join us. Your kids are traveling, but so we're doing an early Thanksgiving. It's got a prime rib roast and a lot of sides, so it smells really good in here. I wish you could kind of smell what we're smelling right now, but anyways, no, that's really it. Getting ready for Thanksgiving. Maybe by the next show we record, we should have maybe Christmas tree up.
Decorations,
Yeah. So
it's that time.
it is that time. So yeah, gearing up for the holidays and busy with work and recording. So it's same thing as last week. Yeah.
So what's been up with me? The kids, as you mentioned, are traveling, so they're in Virginia. So I am here for the week, and we'll be spending a lot of time at the apartment with you guys. So outside of that, I have gone on an adventure to learn more about my last name, which is fun. Okay. Yeah. So I've always known that the Tafoya name has quite some significance to the city of San Antonio, but I've never really been able to find the history books behind it and kind of the relation of just where we come from. So I ended up figuring it out. So I know that there's some family line historical documents at Texas State.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Texas State. So I'm going to take a trip up there and go look at them. And I also found out there is a book about my great-great-great-grandfather.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the first Tafoya in Texas, in the state of Texas. And so I was able to look at the family tree and see where he falls in the line. And so that's fun. So now I get to read about him and his journey. And he was in the Confederate Army and was a Mexican-American fighter. So I'm excited to see. Yeah, that's fun, right?
That is. That's interesting. You found that, you kind of got into that when we went to Worst Fest, right? They had like the Find Your Name.
Well, it wasn't then. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, it wasn't that. Then, well, no, yeah, it wasn't then.
Okay.
So it was the dream that I had. All of a sudden, I woke up and I was like, I have to find something, and I ended up Googling and finding all this information about my family name. So,
Gotcha.
yeah, it was fun. So, I know that there's a middle school, Tafoya Middle School in San Antonio.
really?
I don't know if you guys know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So like I said, there was like there's Tafoyas there was a lot of us at one point in time, and now it's we're a much smaller family now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it for me. Going on, and what do you have going on, Maddie? Anything big?
Well, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, I have been interning in like live music for the past couple of months, like over the summer and for the past semester, and they offered me a job, so I'm very excited to start being officially working in music and not interning.
Yeah. Congratulations.
That's awesome.
Thanks.
Congrats. Yeah.
And I went to Texas State last week to see
Did you?
their production of the musical Rent.
Oh,
That's one of my favorites.
It was great.
Oh.
I really like it.
Have
And
you ever seen Rent
I
live?
have.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I have seen the live and I've seen the movie. But they did a great job. Like,
Oh,
I think
they have a great
it.
musical theater program.
Texas State has a brand new like auditorium or
Real nice.
theater. Yeah,
Is it?
yeah.
yeah.
I actually kind of helped with the project. when they were-
Oh, wow. I'm gonna tell all my
Ooh,
friends.
whoa.
Ooh.
Tell all my friends. We had great seats.
I've seen Rent 2-3 times on Broadway.
It was
Yeah.
on Broadway for a long time.
Is
Yeah.
it still showing at Texas State?
Might be. I think so.
That'd be a fun one to go see.
It'd be fun.
Yeah.
Fun trip. So you got the job, and you're getting ready to start. Well, Thanksgiving break and then Christmas break. Okay.
So I'm actually getting ready to finish.
Yeah. It's your last
Almost done.
semester, right? You graduate in this.
Hook 'em.
One
Hook 'em.
semester left. Yeah.
All right. So we have a fun little, I'm not going to call it a segment, but section.
Yeah.
Game.
Right? It's
Well,
not, it's a
we're
little
gonna play.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Game
We'll call
while
it a
we have
game.
Maddie here.
Yeah. Well, we have Maddie because Maddie is surrounded by pickleball talk, but actually doesn't play and doesn't watch. So all listeners will know that we have some very fun names for different shots in
Yeah. Just the
pickleball.
terminology in
The
general.
terminology
yeah.
behind pickleball. There's some very fun names. So what we're going to do is think of one shot name, and Maddie is going to try to define what that is.
Ooh. How do you feel? Do you feel confident? Do you think, okay, if we give you 3 shots, do you think you can like get pretty close to identifying one of them or being right about one of them?
Honestly, no, but I have really good lying capability. Okay. So,
You got a poker face like Jimbo?
yeah, but not poker face in the sense that more like
It's going to sound really
Charisma.
serious.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
going to sound like,
Okay. You can sell it.
yes.
Okay.
I'm an
like
actor.
if it's not right, it should be right. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
All right. So
How about
Jimbo,
you go first,
You go
Dad?
first.
Oh,
yeah.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah. You go first.
Okay. Simple or should we
Just
make
go
it?
first.
Just go-
Let's not overanalyze. Just go first.
Okay. So what is let's call it a,
Well, what do you mean? Let's call it.
The word is.
okay,
word
so the word is a drop shot.
Drop shot.
Okay.
Okay. So that's not just in pickleball,
Well,
is it?
No.
it's not.
No.
So a drop shot would be when it's coming downward and you hit it so it goes up.
Okay.
Or the opposite of that. Well, because I'm kind of thinking like a serve, like maybe more like you give it an arch,
Okay. all
Okay.
right.
like
You put a little-
you do the downward motion.
Ooh, downward. Oh, okay. Like
Like you strike it down.
Like if it was basketball, it'd be like
like a jump shot. Like a jump shot.
yeah, but like the pickleball equivalent.
Okay. Like a big rainbow. Like
Yeah, like an arch. Like
okay.
yeah.
All right. Okay. Well, I
do
don't
we want to
know if
do all
that's-
3 of them first and then go back?
I think
and
we
say-
just clarified.
just clarify.
So-
I'd love to know.
Okay.
Well, I don't how
I
to.
don't think that's right. No.
Well, that's not right. Okay.
Well,
It's not right. No.
A drop shot is so in pickleball. There's the net, and then there's the no volley zone, which is the line. There's the kitchen where people cannot volley. They can't hit the ball out of the air while they're in the kitchen or
Like it
on the
has to
kitchen.
bounce.
It has the bounce.
bounce.
So a drop shot is a shot that clears the net, but you want to try to land it in the kitchen, so your opponents can't hit the ball out of the air. It's not. It's basically just clearing the net and dropping over the net. So they have to let it bounce, and then they have to kind of hit up on the ball.
Gotcha.
And it gives you time to get to the kitchen line. So a lot of times when you get the serve, you get the return, and then you hit a third shot drop, and that's one that will just barely clear the net.
Okay.
It gives you and your partner time to get up to the no volley zone, because that's typically the main goal is to get to the no volley zone line.
Okay.
It's the ultimate goal. Yeah.
All right.
But that's a good guess. I like it. I'm gonna try to hit it up like that.
Like That?
Well, that's
Okay, so this episode you really have to watch it on YouTube because there's a lot of hand motions going on the table right now. So, all right, Vivi,
right.
you're next or me?
You go next. Mine's gonna be a little like fun, like
Okay.
silly.
was
So
mine not?
I'm gonna
Mine wasn't fun and
do
silly?
the I'm gonna do the Bert.
The bird?
Oh,
Bert.
Bert. Like
Bert.
Like Bert and Ernie, but Bert.
Bert and Ernie. Okay.
Both are in
Yeah.
pickleball. The
Okay,
Bert and
so-
Ernie.
And they're connected.
Well, no.
No.
So
They're not related at all?
they're
They are, but
related,
they-
but very different.
Yeah, okay.
Shots.
So a Bert. So the thing about pickleball is I feel like sometimes y'all just give it like a silly little name and it doesn't really like come from something. So I feel like there's not really a hint in the word Bert.
Correct.
Well, you just
The
try
Bert,
to guess.
the Bert does come from something. The word Bert comes from
Birthday.
Ernie. But
So it is. There is like a. So an Ernie could be if you earn a point, and a Bert could be if you don't.
Okay.
The Bert. Well, I just don't even know.
I know
The
it's
Bert
tough,
is when
right?
you hit something. So when I think of Sesame Street, and I love the Muppets, and yes, Sesame Street is considered. They are Muppets.
they are, yeah.
Did you know?
No, but
Well, they are. So Bert kind of, Bert is really like uptight.
okay.
So Bert is like, he's serious. He collects paper clips, and that's some factual information.
All right. So what is the shot? What is-
So what I'm thinking here is like it's a very like stiff direct shot.
okay, like a drive or like
Okay.
Yeah.
All
a
right.
yeah. Okay. Like it.
Well,
Okay.
what's,
Okay.
So unfortunately,
So
That's pretty
yeah.
good reasoning. Like
Yeah,
Bert
I-
is
I
kind
like
of a
I have
jerk.
like nothing to go on.
I know.
Yeah,
That I like the reasoning. So, a Bert is when you take a ball in the air without stepping into the kitchen, but you also cross in front of your partner. So you run across, take the ball, and then kind of jump the kitchen.
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Basically, run off the court. You steal the ball. Oh, you don't steal the ball, but you make a move on the ball that your
It's pretty still, like, because your partner is there and you're running in front of them, taking it and jumping the kitchen at the
Yeah,
same time.
and for the most part,
Difficulty, 10
it's
out of
like
10.
it's like when you're on the right side and you're running to the left in front of your partner, so you're kind of hitting that shot with
Could
the
be either way.
backhand.
But babe, do you think that you, if I ran in front of you to take a Bert, would you like push me?
Would I push you?
Would you
No,
be like, what are you doing? Get out of here.
no. I would switch. I would go. I would see you moving, and I would
You
go.
would- I think you would be like,
Bert
what are you
would
doing?
Do that.
Yeah,
The thing is, like, if he and Ernie were playing, like, Bert would be like, I don't trust Ernie to do this.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
If we get the
Like, let me
psychology of
handle
Bert,
this.
I got this.
yeah.
Okay.
That's a
So-
good guess. I like the reasoning.
This next one for you, Maddie, I feel like you could get this one.
Okay.
So it's called a pedicure.
It's when it hits her toes.
Good
ball
job.
hits
Yeah,
That's
good
right.
job.
That's right. That's right. It's usually like a slam, like an overhead that hits your foot, or a
Or now I need to go get a pedicure.
Yeah.
yes, or now you need to go get a pedicure.
Oh. Yeah. Sorry, it took me a second to get that one. But yeah.
Nice. Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good. 1 out of 3. Not bad.
So can you make up one real quick? Can you make up a shot?
Sure.
Okay, we didn't talk. Okay, all right. We
I
don't.
mean, I can.
Okay.
You could do the sidewinder,
Okay. The sidewinder.
which
Okay.
is when you kind of spin. You torque it up.
Yeah.
Like you have to use torque power.
Okay. Side,
smack it.
and you get like side spin on it.
I feel like this is a potential serve. This side.
Yeah, the sidewinder. It could
The
be.
torque.
There was a
serve.
serve that happened the other day on TV, and you were like, "Whoa, did you see that serve?"
Oh yeah. It
Where
was
Colin was like this.
Yeah. Yeah. It was
That
from
was-
behind the
we'll call that the
receiver,
sidewinder.
and it moved. It was Yame's
Yeah.
serve that moved. I think there was wind, but It's really good to see like the PPA production's really good, but if you're watching like somebody's recording on a cell phone, it was pretty good quality. Like we were watching the match yesterday,
Yeah.
and it really gives you an idea of what some of these guys' serves actually look like.
Oh, because this camera was like right.
This camera was right there where Colin was receiving, and it had a lot of movement on it.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of it was wind, but I think Yame's one of those guys that probably puts some wicked spin on the ball. So it's kind of fun. I was just watching and then saw he hit the sidewinder serve.
Yeah, Colin, like his paddle was like by his face, and he took like a baby stroke at it.
Yeah.
And he was so mad at himself after. He's like, "What is that?" And like he's like doing it over and over again. It was funny. Yeah. So, okay.
Those were good guesses.
Good job. Yeah.
I don't need the pity, but it's fine. I could do without it.
So we were talking about an incident that happened yesterday on the court when we were playing, Jimbo and I. We were playing some singles, and this happens to me way too often, so I'm wondering if our listeners have a habit of this happening as well, because I think, Vivi, it happens to you from time to time as well. But I hit myself a lot in the head.
Accidentally.
Yeah, it's not no one's gonna like hit themselves, but with the paddle,
Yeah, it's like
no, I don't do that. I do the leg. So, but we were playing singles yesterday, and on the very last point, of course, which was the worst way to end, I went to take a forehand, which I don't take a small stroke if anybody's seen it. And I hit the ball, and the paddle, like square on, side of it, went straight into my. Well, you got to see it, but
I
it
heard
went
it.
straight-
I didn't really see the comment.
You heard it?
I thought I heard it hit your. I thought I heard the paddle hit the glasses.
It hit my
And I
glasses.
thought maybe your glasses
and that
broke,
made it kind of push forward, where the top of it just went straight into my forehead.
Yeah.
And it hurt really bad. But several points before that, I had served and hit the side of my head. Like,
Yeah.
I hit my face a lot. But Vivi, you do. You never hit yourself.
I don't know that I've ever hit myself with like follow through. No. Maybe that's bad though. Maybe you guys are like taking, full swing and following through. But I just feel like my follow through like comes kind of more over my left shoulder. I'm right-handed, so it comes over my left shoulder, but rather than at my face. But I don't know.
Yeah, well, one time I was drilling with my dad, and we had just gone there, and we were hitting drives, or I was hitting.
I think you were in backhand drives, yeah.
Was it backhand? Mm-hmm. Even better. 2 hands. And I hit a drive, and it came up and hit my lip, the side of my lip. And for almost 2 weeks, I had I had a bump the size of a pea.
Yeah, you would cut your lip.
Purple.
It wasn't guys. It wasn't just a cut. It was like a bubble.
Yeah.
It was a pea-sized.
You did hit it, and you can't see mine too much, but I can feel it. It's especially right here. It's swollen.
Yeah.
I was worried it was gonna swell really. really
in
big.
the cartoons, and they have
Yeah, but I've had that happen. So he's all asking me "Are you okay? Can I help you?" And I'm like, "No, stay away." I'm about to become, I don't know,
A unicorn?
Yeah, I'm gonna become a unicorn here.
Yeah, my dad hit me with a fungo baseball bat. If anybody knows, so a fungo is a baseball bat that coaches use to hit ground balls or fly balls, and I was catching, and so infielders would catch the ball, they throw it to me, and then I toss it to my dad. But he followed through, and I was too close to him, and it just got me square between the eyes, and I swell up pretty quick.
It'll swell up.
So I could start seeing. I could if I look up,
you could see it.
I could see my forehead creeping out above my brow.
It'll swell up in a second to protect the brain. That part will swell up fast.
Yeah.
Shin had a bump.
Oh yeah.
From the log ride at Six Flags. Yeah, both of those.
Really
No, it was
It was bad.
You had shin
Well,
problems.
so I've never hit myself with a paddle, but I have gotten ricochet from my partners, the ball, the
that time
pickleball
you got
coming
hit in
off their paddle
eye.
a couple times.
He's gotten too.
The time that I've
same
hit you
spot.
in the face.
got hit in the eye once too.
Yeah.
I think I witnessed it.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh.
From me?
Oh, yeah.
Huh.
I
Maybe.
don't remember
Maybe
that.
I made it up.
Maybe.
But I've broken glasses before. Like I've broken a pair
Yeah.
of glasses hitting myself in the face.
So yeah, I've been hit a couple, like the cheekbones, like my cheekbone like swells up really bad. I've had a couple of different black eyes. And then I've had 3 different black eyes because one was like on the third shot, I was kind of stepping over. I think I called the ball like me, but you like kind of like boxed me out like you're going to get a rebound and took a forehand, and then your follow through came through and
Yeah,
caught
yeah. It
me,
was
like,
in
right
my
the eye.
25% of the court that I had. You were coming over into mine 25%. And I was
Yeah.
like, no, that's not happening. Then I hit you in the face and I was like, oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I apologize. That was when we went to Colorado.
yeah.
Yeah, that was in Colorado. It was our first trip, and I lost my wallet and hit you in the face with a paddle. That was a successful trip.
Yeah. Yep. But besides hitting yourself, I've seen you fall down a few times now.
You fall a lot.
I've seen you fall. I know I've fallen.
Stop.
I've fallen. Stop.
Let's not talk about me falling.
Get up.
Why should we not talk about you falling?
Because it always comes back to that silly story in the grocery store.
Oh yeah, that was funny. That wasn't on the court though.
No,
We
it
were
wasn't on the
talking
court. Yeah.
The first time I fell on the court, well, I've done it 2 times at a place called Fit in San Antonio. Mm-hmm. But the pickleball story is I was going for like an ATP, I guess, and it had a lot of angle on
It was
it.
a very wide shot. Yeah.
Very, very wide. So I ran to hit it, and I don't think I even like hit the ball. I just like kept running, and I flipped over a chair.
I didn't see that one.
I saw it. Everybody else saw it. And the thing about, like, the worst thing about falling is, like, when people like, oh, my God, are you okay? You know?
Like, guys, just laugh, you know?
Yeah, just laugh. You got to check first. Because, I mean, the court is hard. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of people that fall and have really hurt themselves, like sprained a wrist or broken a bone. But, yeah, don't fall around us because we will laugh.
And the thing is I don't wear like visors or hats anymore for this one reason. When I fell, my visor fell off, and I did a forehead reveal, which is where like, cause I have pretty short like bangs, not bangs, but like short-ish bangs. So when I wear a visor, the sweat pulls them down.
Mats it down,
So I have like hair all in my face, glued down to my forehead.
So you fell and had a forehead reveal at the same
and it
time.
was embarrassing.
I never show my forehead.
Yeah,
I've had bangs. I came out of the womb with bangs.
yeah.
There's been some classic Vivi falls though. Cranky,
Yeah,
flat.
it was fun.
That was the craziest. Yes.
Great, yes.
When you fell at Cranky, like flat
was-
on your, like, I've never seen that happen. Where
I
you
was
just
playing
fall
my
flat
best
on
friend in singles, and he hit me a forehand and then a backhand, and my feet just got tangled, and I
swear you
I
looked.
just-
Straight down.
I swear you looked right in my eyes as you were falling down. It's so funny. But that was bad. That was scary. I thought maybe like you landed on the.
Straight down.
yeah.
Straight, like
straight.
I mean,
I've never
straight
seen
down.
it. Her
On her
knees
face?
didn't bend nothing. She just went like as a board straight down. Just straight down.
You need to fall straight backwards.
Yeah, that makes
yeah.
more sense. But I've never seen somebody fall straight forward. And I think you are right. She definitely looked towards you in the middle of the fall.
Was asking for help.
Yeah.
Help me, Papa.
It was like, here I go.
Save me.
Her life was flashing in front of her eyes.
It was so embarrassing. There was a lot
But
of people.
again, there was a lot of people. We were playing like a dream breaker, so there was at least 8 to 10 people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?"
No, the thing is it was so silent, and everyone was just looking with like a worried.
That's what literally. If I fall, like, please laugh, because if it's silent afterwards, like, it's so. Once I fell and there was no one around, and so I didn't know what to do, so I just kind of stood up and like started laughing, like. my knees. I was like, like worse
funny.
if there's silence.
And I feel like when I fall, I don't move a lot because the other time at the lifetime.
Oh man,
that one.
yeah, that was a good one. That was the fastest fall I've ever seen. I think I've witnessed the slowest fall and the fastest fall, and they both were you.
What was the slowest fall?
The one at Cranky, like you just fell.
There was a
like-
lot that happened in that fall, and it
But
took
at
like
Lifetime-
less than a second. But
So at Lifetime, it was like a neck cord, right? And
Yeah.
you took that one step to like go get it. You were already at the kitchen line,
And I just
and
my
your
feet
back
just-
foot slipped out.
I just slipped and I fell forwards again.
The bad part, like we were playing with the stranger, and like they're very concerned.
Yeah.
we tried to get the video
Yeah.
from Lifetime of it.
We wanted the surveillance video.
That was funny. They wouldn't give it to us.
Oh man, that is funny. That is funny.
Well, we had talked about, and I don't know how to segue to it, so we're just going to go straight into it.
Okay.
We're talking about falling on the court, hitting yourself in the face. But there's a very real thing that happens to athletes. Like, this is silliness, right, of falling and hitting yourself in the face. But there's a very real thing that happens to athletes called the yips.
Yeah.
And I think if you play athletics at all, like, yips can happen anywhere. So I'll give you a really good example, Maddie, because you said you didn't really know what the yips were. So I'll tell you, Simone Biles.
We have the same birthday.
Oh, wow! I didn't know that. So she has kind of one of the most, I guess, well known yip. She was at the Olympics, and she was doing her gymnastics and forgot how to do it, right? So she's in the middle of flipping in the air, and all of a sudden she's like, I don't know where center is anymore. And so she actually withdrew, which was really controversial because she's obviously the GOAT in gymnastics. But very seriously, she was losing her space, and she had the yips, and she was very outspoken about it, of like, I'm going to stop, I'm going to hurt myself. And I agree, in gymnastics, you take one wrong fall,
Yeah.
that could end your life if you fall on your head or your neck or
Right. Yeah.
I mean it really can.
Yeah.
So but the yips is when you take a skill that you've done 1,000 times, but all of a sudden you feel like you no longer know how to do it.
Gotcha.
So have you ever had the yips in anything? I think we've had the yips before in what we do. Have you ever had the yips?
In my life, yeah. Sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I forgot how to walk.
A yip on walking?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then it's like, I don't know. Yeah, I think it happens a lot. Like, yeah, once or twice I forgot how to walk, but then I was fine.
How do you forget how to walk? Like, what happened? You're
It's
just
like- It's like I think about it too hard.
Yeah.
yeah.
Where it's like, oh my, wait, so the muscle has to lift it up, and it's like, well, maybe you're just thinking about it too hard. But also sometimes at the radio I go in and I'm like,
How do I do
what
this?
do I do?
Yeah. Yeah.
But not in a life-endangering way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a scary feeling. It's a crazy feeling.
Yeah.
Like I've played golf, and I think pickleball. I think like my forehand dink sometimes, and I think it's just timing. I think a lot of it just comes down to timing. At least in golf, it came down to timing. But I think a forehand dink is something for a long time. Like I just could not get over the net, couldn't get the angle on it, or just couldn't, like, it just would not go over the net. Or if it's like wide, you overcompensate for it being short, so then it goes wide. But then in golf, you can, you stand over the ball, everything feels good, but your timing is off. Like your club is hitting the ball before it needs to, and it goes like straight right. I mean, I'm not talking about like it's got a slice on it. I mean, it goes like if Vivi's standing to my right, it's like, watch out, because it's going right there. And that's the craziest thing is like it's going to happen.
Yeah.
Like there's no way to get over it. And I mean, without practice, I mean, there's a lot of things like if you're wearing a hat, it's like, just pay attention to the very brim of your hat instead of like focusing on the ball. There's certain things you can do to practice to get the yips as far as golf goes, like out of your system. But it's definitely scary. It's to just not trust you can do something that you've done for so long. It's crazy how your mind and your body can just forget how to do those things sometimes.
Yeah. Well, recently, so if you've ever, played with me on the court, you know that I have like that backhand volley like down the line that I love to do. And I just haven't been able to do it, or just dink and volley in general. So I went to Nukes and took a lesson from this guy I take lessons with. And I was like, I don't know what to do. I can't dink, I can't volley. And he was like, okay, well then let's, dink and volley. And we tried, and I'm serious, y'all. I didn't know how to work my body. I didn't know how to bend my knees. I was just like, literally, like, just like
frozen.
Yeah, I didn't know what to do. And he was like, get your head out of your beep. He was like,
Out of your beep.
Out of your beep.
So, and I haven't been able to like get over it. So I'm just waiting for it to pass, I guess.
Yeah.
But it definitely makes me feel like really like bad. And it stresses me out, and I'm like, I don't know if I'm ever going to get over this,
You will. It like comes and goes. I remember the first time I ever got the yips. Never had it. And I had my second baby, and 4 weeks afterwards went to a state tournament in tennis. So I had just had a child, 4 weeks into recovery, went to state in Mobile. It's very hot. It was probably not smart, but I was captaining the team. Was not in shape to be out there. It was super, super hot. Got into the middle of this doubles match, and all of a sudden I had no idea how to hit a forehand. No more. And like I love my forehand, but I did not know how to hit a forehand at all. So I just started chipping and charging. What we call in tennis is like I would just slice the ball and get into the net as quick as possible because I could not physically swing my right arm.
Yeah.
Like that's how bad the yip was. Is my arm was basically dead.
Yeah.
I could volley, but I couldn't swing. Since then, off and on, I have a yip around my forehand. So, but I know that when it happens, it's exactly what you're talking about is like I'm overthinking everything and I'm not really paying attention to the mechanics of my body. So like I'm not bending my knees and I'm not getting away from the ball, like giving enough space for my arm. And so I start focusing on those things like where do my feet need to be? Where does my arm need to be? And how do I need to bend my knees? And I've found that helps me get through the yips and just saying like, okay, you obviously know how to hit a forehand.
Yeah.
Just do it and make sure that you're giving yourself the time and space you need to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But I remember that. And once you feel the yips,
Yeah.
then you're always scared that you're going to feel them again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so since obviously I haven't done like schoolwork in a hot minute because I stopped like in July.
Yeah.
So I've been working on like studying for the exam I have to take to, go to school or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was doing like math and I was like how do I add? Like
Forgot how to math?
yes. And I'm like, oh my god, like this can't like happen. This can't happen.
Yeah, but I feel you on that because sometimes I forget how to spell.
Yeah, I looked at the word the.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
How does your brain, I wonder about it all the time, and this is what makes me worry about, my grandmother had Alzheimer's. I mean, I know I joke about it a lot, but like it is really a fear of mine because sometimes the most basic things, I completely forget how to do them. Like spelling a simple word, I look at it over and over again, I'm like, is that right?
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll say something so fast, I'm like, that did not make sense at all. What am I talking about? So, yeah, it's weird how your brain can just
Stop.
convince you. It's your brain. It's your own brain convincing you that you don't know how to do something
Right.
when it knows how to.
Yeah.
It's a really uncomfortable feeling.
Yeah. I don't know that I've ever had them in pickleball, but like there's one of my favorite movies is Major League. It's a baseball movie, and they made a part 2, which wasn't as good as the original. But
Did you play baseball?
Yes. So that's a whole different. But the catcher in part 2 has a problem. Like just after a pitch, catches the ball, he has a problem throwing the ball back to the pitcher. So it's like he can't get it there. Or he throws it over his head, or he throws it right, throws it left. And so in the movie, it's kind of funny. He'll catch it and he'll give it to the umpire behind him and be like, "Oh, can you throw it to the pitcher for me?" So then they had him like reciting all these different things from his favorite magazines while he was throwing it back, and it took his mind off of because it's
your mind.
It's your mind. It's like the timing is it's like the timing of your body.
Yeah.
Your I guess your mind to your body is off, and it just causes in golf it causes like the point of contact to be off. In baseball, it's the point of releasing the ball from your fingers is off, so it's going down or it's going up.
Yeah, it's definitely, if you know that it's your mind, you can control it, but you got to learn what helps you control it.
Right.
Sometimes for me, it's counting. I know it sounds weird, but I like numbers. So sometimes counting helps me, where I just focus on how many times I've hit the ball, and I want to count how many times I've hit it, how many times they've hit it, and that just helps my brain focus there, so I'm less worried about where am I standing, what am I doing.
Yeah.
I'm just worried about counting.
Actually something, sorry, I have so many stories of this happening, I don't know. But I was playing with like a lefty for the first time, and I will never do it again. So if you're a lefty, don't ask me to play. 'Cause I don't like playing the left side. I'm a right guy.
Yeah.
And I was playing maybe y'all, maybe somebody else. And I just remember, like, 1 second it was fine, and then the other second I feel like I'm in this alternate universe, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? Like, what is pickleball? Why are we hitting?
Why are we hitting?
Like, it just all...
No, it literally all, like, made zero sense, and I was like, whoa, we get a point if they don't. And I swear I'm not.
What are you talking about? Really?
So stuff like that happens to me all the time.
Does it?
It's like when we were at San Marcos out at Rio Vista with...
You've never had that happen to you?
Where you're like, what in
Yeah.
the world is happening?
Yeah, I remember having to be like, I can't do this anymore.
And I feel like I don't know that I've ever not understood how it was scored or anything, but I've had like moments where I felt like I was kind of removed, and I was just like, okay, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm playing pickleball. Like, I'm on a court. Like, I don't know. It's like you just kind of
Really.
I just catch myself
go
doing
to the left
something
of your
so
body.
stupid that I have to be like, what am I doing? Like, actually, like, I'll be watching a movie that's like so dumb, and then I'm like, why am I watching this? Like, actually.
Yeah.
And then I have to like turn it off and like go away.
I've done that with like music,
Like,
music.
why am I listening to
like
that?
yeah, like I'll find myself like frustrated about something else. I think we did it. Like you witnessed it. Like some music's playing that I'm not normally listening to, but I'm thinking or like angry about something else, and then I'm like, why is this song like? Why in the world is this song on right now?
Like, and to make matters worse, I'm listening to like the Hercules soundtrack came on. Like, how did this get on my iPhone? Seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is when you get irritated. You're like, what is that? Just make it stop.
But I don't know.
Then I get confused.
Honestly, I don't even think it's more like like I don't even get mad about it. I get like really scared.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, wait,
What is
no.
happening?
Like I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm done. Like my mind's gone. Like I don't know what to do anymore.
Never
I
had
don't know.
that.
I think I'm just too like focused in the moment.
Oh,
Like,
okay, good
well,
for you.
no, I'm
You're
just
too goated.
Yeah,
no, but I've never like lost track of where I was or why I was like on the court.
I mean, there would
Why it
be
doesn't
like
make
theorists out right now that would say like we're all, like what we think is real. Yeah. That's exactly it. The simulation cracked. Like we're all not really here, and we're playing this simulation, and we've cracked.
Well, I think I have ADHD, and I don't think I know that. So I think that's probably the reason.
Probably so. That's probably. I mean, that's probably
like
right.
just
You're probably right.
That's just
It could be like a
huh?
blend of medication and or not taking medication. I don't know.
yeah.
Okay, so we are at 44 minutes.
45 now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we're at 45. We had one more conversation piece that we were going to do, so we do need to make a decision.
Let's save it. Let's save it
Save
for
it?
next time. Yeah.
Save it for
Next
next time. All right.
Yeah.
Cliffhanger. Okay.
Cliffhanger.
So we
a good
are.
one.
Yeah, I think it's a good one. It's a fun one. It's a new player type. Now it's a cliffhanger.
We've been pushing it back for a little bit.
We
now.
had been pushing it back for a little bit.
It's something that keeps reoccurring, so it's like
know.
it's something we probably.
I think we need to give time to it. I feel like we would be forced if we did it right now.
It's the
But the
universe.
good news is I think we're recording like 2 more episodes this week.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get ahead where we have plenty of time to edit in between. So, so this one will be coming out this week, right before Thanksgiving.
Ooh, happy Thanksgiving,
So,
everyone.
Yeah.
Say what we're thankful for.
Yeah, maybe we end with that. Is that okay? No? No.
No,
Jimbo
yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
like it.
Let's end with that.
Jimbo doesn't like the thankfulness.
You don't have to be serious.
No, I talked about this last week when we were talking about the show. We were kind of planning for the show, and I said I think we should maybe.
Then why did you just act like it was an imposition?
So who's starting? Who's
Thankful
leading
for
off?
stuffing potato chips from HEB. No, just kidding. That's not
They're
mine,
really
by the
good.
way. Yeah.
Well, how serious are we gonna be?
If y'all don't eat the monthly HEB flavored chips, you should. So
Sounds good.
that's it. Okay. So who's going first?
You can be as
No,
serious
you can
as
go
you
first
want.
because you're the one who like always ends it. So like,
Oh my gosh.
Nikki, what are you thankful for this year?
I'm always so serious. I feel like everybody else is very like, I don't know. I feel like I'm always serious and heavy. What am I thankful for? I'm thankful for a lot, but I would say you guys. I'll say that. I mean, it's for real. It's genuine. I'm very thankful for the past year with you guys, and thankful to be here celebrating Thanksgiving today. And I'll be more specific. I'm very thankful for you, Jimbo.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. And if y'all don't know, if y'all don't know, I only know you for several years, right? So I don't know, how you guys know him before me, right?
Yeah.
I think people change in their lives, but I think y'all have a really great dad. He's a really, really good man and a good dad. And sometimes you frustrate the heck out of me. Mm-hmm. But I know most of the time, if I can get the words out, you are listening, and you do try to take it in. It may take time, but you take it in, and you really do try to support how you're making me feel or how you make other people feel. So I appreciate that. There's not a lot of, I'll just be honest, there are not a lot of men out there that will do that. They'll just say,
Real. No.
yeah, it's real. It is. They'll just be like, I am who I am, and that's who I am.
Yeah.
That's it. So I'm thankful for that.
All right. Well, thank you,
Yeah.
Maddie. Would you?
Also say dad.
Oh, well, there you go. Look at this.
Everybody's just thankful for me.
Yeah.
Hashtag Jimbo the goat. Yeah, because I just feel very supported by him most of the time that I'm alive. Like daily, I'm like, okay, my dad's the goat. Like, and I feel lucky because a lot of my friends are like chill with their dads, but not like no one. I like to make people laugh, but I think my dad makes me laugh harder than most people, more than anyone on earth, makes me laugh.
Yeah.
You think so? Like more than you laugh with
Well,
your.
let's talk about the culprits. Yes, the hardest times I've laughed ever, when I'm in tears, that's been with y'all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So laughter is the best medicine and the world cure.
I definitely agree with that. That laughter is the best medicine. Not even lying to y'all.
Literally, I'm thankful for laughter.
Oh my gosh, that's literally so good.
Yes.
That's. I'm not also gonna say that I'm thankful for my dad because everyone's already said it. But I obviously I am thankful for my father and my sister. But I'm really thankful that we have started this new project and that we have a growing platform.
Yeah.
Because I'm really glad that we have something that we can all do and something we get to talk. We get to sit down and talk for 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
Whenever we want. So I'm really thankful for everyone who online who supports us. Also me, my following. I'm also really thankful for y'all. But yeah.
You're following.
My following, yeah. So yeah, I'm just really glad that we have something.
That's
you
a
know,
good one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
like we'll always
like
be
it.
connected.
Yeah.
Well,
It's true.
you all like kind of stole like I mean, I'm thankful for all of y'all, but just like family in general. I don't know. I've been supported. Like my parents and my dad were very supportive of me and what I've always done and choices I've made. So that's really the only way I know how to be a father is to be supportive. And so definitely thankful for my dad also. But yeah, just thankful to have you guys here like today specifically. It's it's an early Thanksgiving. I think we go kind of. Well, Maddie's going a different direction tomorrow, and then you'll go with your family on Thursday. So it was nice just to kind of have us all together today, and thankful that we all had the time to do it and that we were able to record a show while we're all together. So
Yeah. Maddie, thank you
Hey.
for being on the show.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. All right. Well, we hope our listeners have a great Thanksgiving.
Turkey Day.
And it's soon to think about Christmas gifts, right? Because Black Friday's coming.
Yeah.
So,
I love Black Friday.
No, when you see the
No?
Thanksgiving movie, it's gonna freak you out.
okay, on Wednesday,
No
yeah.
spoilers,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
Okay.
it gets crazy.
All right. Well, you guys don't forget to use your discount code for 002 tournament, Dill and Dill team, if you're signing up with the team. I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving, and thank you for listening.
yeah, happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
Thanks.